So what is happening in Zimbabwe? We are seeing the Botswana president is in Zimbabwe. What is Duma Boko doing in Zimbabwe? We see him being received by the Vice President Constantino Chiwenga. Now the question is, has President Emmerson Mnangagwa just snubbed the Botswana president Duma Boko? And also in other stories, we are seeing this emerging here. We are seeing a headline emerge that a ZANU PF member, top ZANU PF official, has been suspended over 2030 Mnangagwa Anenge Achipo slogan. Who is this person and what does this mean? Other headlines: will Mnangagwa SADC address the regional crisis in Mozambique? Then we see ZANU PF denies pose rigging in Mozambique. ZANU PF suspends Masimirembwa over ED 2030 slogan. So a guy called Masimirembwa, this is Masimirembwa showing on the screen there, has been suspended over the ED 2030 slogan. Now we are seeing that this is getting very, very serious. And we are seeing also an image. And in this image we are seeing it's a brand new Chiwenga Regalia here. And this time this guy is showing the face. We can see it's written ZANU PF Munwese Kuna General. Then we see images of Mugabe, Nkomo, and Chiwenga. There is no picture of Mnangagwa there. Big up to everybody who's watching us live. Big up to Dumisani Ngungu Wolfgang says, what's up, dog? Keep up the good work. Then from the Zim Eye, we see this headline: Mnangagwa snubs Duma Boko after bitter election fallout. What is happening in Zimbabwe, and why is Duma Boko in Zimbabwe? Is he in Zimbabwe for the SADC Extraordinary Conference? Remember, it's dated to begin from the 16th to the 20th. But when I did check the SADC website, it said it's on the 20th of November, which is 4 days from now. Big up to Tafazwa Chigiko. Says, good evening, Doka. That very much. Good evening, everybody who is watching us live right about now. So, before we get into the Duma Boko story, let's take a look at this Masimirembwa story. Why was he suspended? ZANU PF Harare Provincial Chairperson Goodwillis Masimirembwa has been suspended for allegedly promoting the ED 2030 slogan, which refers to a push for President Emmerson Mnangagwa re-election campaign for the year 2030. The suspension was confirmed in a statement from Provincial Commissar Kudakwashe Damson dated November 14. Masimirembwa's suspension comes amid growing tensions within the party, particularly over campaign messaging. This follows a recent attack on Masimirembwa's offices at the Zimbabwe Legal Institute on Herbert Chitepo Street, where a petrol bomb was thrown, leaving a security guard with serious burns. Details surrounding the motive behind both the slogan promotion and the attack remain unclear as the party continues to investigate this story. Enough respect to everybody who's watching us live. Tafazwa Chigiko says, thanks for updating us time and time. Thank you again for supporting TV7 Live. It is you who makes everything possible. Big up to Kim Makawa, Maud Jet. Good evening, Jeremiah Nerera, and everybody who is watching us live right about now. The newly elected Botswana President Duma Boko is currently in Zimbabwe. We see him being received by the Zimbabwe Vice President Constantino Chiwenga. Why is Duma Boko in Zimbabwe, and what is he doing in Zimbabwe? This is his first international trip. Is he already in Zimbabwe for the SADC Extraordinary Summit on Mozambique elections? According to the SADC official website, this is set for the 20th of November. Botswana President Duma Boko and other SADC leaders are in Zimbabwe attending the World Children's Day gathering held at Victoria Falls. This visit to Zimbabwe marks Boko's inaugural foreign trip since taking office, highlighting the importance he places on regional relations. During his visit, President Boko addressed the World Children's Day event, demonstrating his commitment to regional cooperation and youth-related issues. This trip comes shortly after his recent election victory in Botswana, where he ended the 58-year rule of the previous party. The visit to Zimbabwe is significant, especially considering Boko's recent statements about legalizing undocumented Zimbabweans in Botswana. His presence in Zimbabwe may provide an opportunity to discuss bilateral issues, including migration and economic cooperation between the two neighboring countries. In a plot twist, we see one Zimbabwean publication write this headline: Mnangagwa snubs Duma Boko after bitter election fallout. What happened here? The first paragraph would read, images from the 2024 Regional World Children's Day event in Victoria Falls notably do not feature President Mnangagwa, raising speculation that he may have deliberately avoided interacting with Botswana's newly elected President Duma Boko. Instead, Mnangagwa appears to have delegated Vice President Chiwenga to represent Zimbabwe at the event. ZANU PF's involvement in Botswana's elections raised tensions in regional relations. As Botswana prepared for its polls, ZANU PF openly campaigned for the ruling BDP, allegedly offering logistical and advisory support to its candidates. The interference marked a rare departure from the traditionally non-confrontational dynamics among Southern African Development Community member states. This meddling sparked controversy, with Boko's UDC accusing ZANU PF of undermining democratic principles in Botswana. The Zimbabwean ruling party framed Boko as a potential destabilizing force in the region, projecting its support for the BDP as a move to preserve political and economic stability in Southern Africa. Boko's victory, however, symbolized a broader regional push for democratic reforms and accountability, signaling a change to entrenched political systems like ZANU PF in Zimbabwe. Mnangagwa's visible discomfort in recent interactions with Boko underscores the strains induced by ZANU PF's controversial role in Botswana's election. However, later on at the event in Victoria Falls, we would see images of Duma Boko and Zimbabwe President Mnangagwa engaging. Then we see President Mnangagwa giving a speech there. Now the question remains, what does President Duma Boko's presence in Zimbabwe mean? Greetings, good people. My name is Dr. Clarence and thank you for watching TV7 Live. Enough respect to everybody who's watching us live. Big up to Miriam Zidziwa, Constantine Njakunjara. Glotin Kiwane says, why is Duma Boko in Zimbabwe? Has he received a few million US dollars to open his eyes to see the good in Mnangagwa? How easily money corrupts? I don't know. I think this guy, what he is doing, he's just being open to everybody. And this is his first trip. On his own X.com account, he posts this image here showing on the screen. Regional World Children's Day commemorations, 15 to 17 November. Victoria Falls. So it's going to end tomorrow. This is going to mean he is in Zimbabwe for 4 or 5 days. Because remember, after that, we're going to have the SADC conference. Now, other SADC nations were supposed to attend this, but rather they send their representatives. The only presidents that are in Zimbabwe is the president of Botswana, and we see these guys wearing similar caps there. Then the other nations have sent their representatives. Then we see VP Chiwenga there. Again, VP Chiwenga is the one who would have received Duma Boko, sparking the controversy that President Mnangagwa had snubbed Duma Boko. A lot of people are hoping that Duma Boko is going to be a force together with the Zambian President Hakainde Hichilema to pressure ZANU PF to deal with a lot of issues in this SADC region, including the Mozambique region. Big up to Pikani says, good evening, Doc, our news provider watching from Bloemfontein. Enough respect there. Big up to Constantine Yakunjigara, Miriam Jidzio, everybody who's watching us live right about now. So people are hoping that he's going to be a force to pressure ZANU PF to deal with what is happening in the region, especially in Mozambique. Then we see this here. We see when VP Chiwenga receives him, he receives him accompanied by, I don't know, Minister of what, Atatenda Matevera, a youthful minister. We saw in Botswana, the Minister of Youth and Gender is a youthful minister and is a female, and also the Minister of Energy in Botswana is a female. So, VP Chiwenga being accompanied by Tatenda Matevera, is this an attempt to impress the Botswanian President Duma Boko there, or it is just a coincidence happening there? Then we have him giving a speech also at Victoria Falls. So I've uploaded the speech in a separate video. I'll put this link of the speech in the description box in the description box as soon as I finish this live broadcast. But to those watching us, you can check on TV7 Live. You can search on YouTube. You can search youtube.com/TV7 Live Africa, or just search at TV7 Live. With that, I'm gonna sign out. Enough respect to everybody who was watching us live right about now. Enough respect to everybody who was watching us live. Big up to Pakinis, Miriam Zudziwa, Glotin Kiwan, Jeremiah Nerera Maud, Jete, Kim Mukawa, Tafadwa Chigwiko, Wolfgang, everybody who was watching us, who is watching us live right about now. Thank you guys for supporting TV7 Live. It is you who make TV7 Live. Now imagine this, thinking you have invested in a solar system only to discover that you have been duped. It is a fake solar system. It is happening in Zimbabwe. We have seen various stories on the media covering this. Fake solar panels flood local markets. That an article by the Newsday there, and we see another one by the Zim Papers Herald reading, fake solar products slow down solar revolution. So yes, it happens. How can you stay safe from this? Can you identify a fake solar panel? Back in the days, you could identify fake products just by their prices. But these days, they will rip you off. The issue of fake solar panels in Zimbabwe has become increasingly prevalent, driven by a surge in demand for solar energy solutions amid ongoing power shortages in Zimbabwe. As more households and businesses are turning to solar power, counterfeit products have flooded the markets, posing a significant risk to consumers. Now, the only risk these fake solar panels bring is not only the risk of financial loss, but actual loss to other properties also. Some of the losses include they do not work in low light conditions. The sun has to be full for these fake solar panels to be working. Poor performances. Usually the performance is very poor as per specifications, and these solar panels usually come with incorrect specifications. It is either incorrect specifications or whatever they said specification, but the capacity of operation is below standard. There is increased risk of fire hazard. Poor materials may cause significant heat that may cause fire hazard. Premature system failure. The system may fail well entirely, increased maintenance cost, and usually fake solar panels have no warrant. Now this is why you should always buy your solar systems from credible distributors who distribute original products and who offer a warranty. In Zimbabwe, one such distributor is Sona Solar Zimbabwe. The details are showing on the screen right there, or you can visit them on their website sonasolar.co.zw, sonasolar.co.zw. Get a solar system that actually works. Do not pay for stress. Imagine after installing a new solar system with heavy, bulky lead-acid batteries and it just doesn't deliver. Maybe it might be your batteries. Lithium iron phosphate batteries are the future of energy storage. First up, charging speed. Lithium iron phosphate batteries charge up to 4 times faster than lead-acid batteries. They take 1 to 2 hours to charge 100 amp-hour batteries, where it takes a lead-acid battery 8 hours to charge. Next, let's talk longevity. With 3,000 to 7,000 cycles, lithium iron phosphate batteries outlast lead-acid batteries by a mile. Lead-acid batteries have 200 to 500 cycles. That means when they last 1 year, a lithium iron phosphate battery will last 10 years. Weight matters. Lithium iron phosphate batteries are up to 70% lighter, making them perfect for portable applications. And when it comes to safety and the environment, lithium iron phosphate batteries are non-toxic and eco-friendly, while lead-acid batteries contain hazardous materials. Join the solar revolution today with high-quality products, competitive prices, and unmatched customer service. Sona Solar Zimbabwe is your one-stop shop for all your solar needs. Visit our website or call us on the numbers showing on your screen. Our team of experienced professionals ensures seamless installation, maximizing efficiency and performance. We handle everything from consultation to ongoing support.